Hello, my name is Louise Hately, and I'm the founder and the CEO of the program Money Manifesting and Miracles. I'm also the founder of the Facebook group The Secret to a Life of Abundance, and lots of other really cool stuff as well. So I am an open channeler of spirit, and what this means is that I am your connection to your future self and your guide to the life that you dream of. And so this video I've been asked to put together by my guides to give you some information on me, to get to know me. And so I wanted to introduce you to who I am. So my background is really interesting. I was raised in a very traumatic environment where my mother was an alcoholic and my father actually supported her in that decision and that choice. And I come from a really traumatic background of abuse, neglect, abandonment, homelessness, which has actually happened to me twice now. I suffered postnatal depression, postpartum depression after the birth of my daughters, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder. I also lived with anxiety for over 30 years, and it got so bad that at one point I couldn't leave my house. So I've definitely been to the lowest of the lowest places, and there came a time in my life around 5 years ago now that I decided that I absolutely had to and needed to make a change. And I got to the stage where I had to stop blaming my abusers and I had to take full control and responsibility for my own healing. As I knew at that point in my life that I couldn't live with the pain that I'd felt inside, I knew that I wanted more from life. And so I started learning and getting really excited about all the things and all the stuff. And that included looking into things like the universe, quantum physics, Reiki, hypnosis, regression therapy, NLP, neuro linguistic programming, the science behind it all, angel communication, channeling, so many fun things. And that's when the fun really started, when I picked up my angel cards and began reading for other people. So before that, actually, there was a moment where I'd had a glass of wine, or maybe a couple, as you do. And I had this like feeling, this message sent to me that I should get into my group and I should give readings for people. It just came almost from nowhere, like an idea that pops into my head. And so I created this post in my group which said something along the lines of, does anyone need a message from spirit? And lots of people stepped forward. I was a little bit tipsy at this point, but I felt really open and free. And one by one, I gave messages to people without even thinking about it, without even letting my human brain kind of think about the messages. It just flowed through me. And one by one, every single person that stepped forward was absolutely blown away by the messages that I sent. And you know what? The rest is history, as they say. So along my own journey of healing the wounds that I had from the past, I realized that the combination of tools that I had and the gifts that I had within me was so powerful that it got to the stage that I had to absolutely help other people going through trauma as well. And so I also, along my journey, I wrote and published a book, I self-published a book actually on Amazon, to help women attract their dream man in just 5 days. And it was more around helping women become the woman they needed to be to attract their dream partner. And so I worked with and helped women all around the world with their mindset, teaching them things like self-love, how to improve their mindset, talking about meditation, like all the things that you could possibly need, and giving them all the tools to improve their mindset. But even though I was at that stage where I was helping other women with their own mindset, you know, helping people around the world, getting mind-blowing results for other people, I still had issues of my own, you know, serious issues, which I felt that I had not faced with or dealt with properly. And so I decided myself to go through this intense process of healing for my own mindset. And through this process of healing, I discovered that the personal intimate relationship I was in at the time was really not healthy for me. And due to the super strong connection I had with me, like spirit guides and angels, I knew that I had to break away from that relationship. And I knew for a long time I needed to do that for my own journey. And you've probably heard me talk about this before, that when you ask for what you truly want and you step into that power, you will notice that things, people, and places just fall away from you, and it can feel like a loss. But I absolutely love to have fun with spirit, and I often share like very blunt and to the point advice, messages, and help that I receive from spirit. So if you are the kind of person watching this who needs everything like pretty and sugar coated, and to really like kind of like make you feel better, then that's my like way, or the way that I deliver messages may not be to your taste. So if you're watching this and you really need sugar coating, or you need sympathy, or you need me to listen to how you've been wronged your whole life, like, we are not going to get along. That isn't going to work. So who do I serve? So I serve spiritually aware individuals, usually women, who know without a shadow of a doubt that they came to this planet to make a difference. And that doesn't matter whether you want to make a massive difference to millions and millions and millions of people, or just a handful of people. It's kind of like that knowing, or that pulling feeling that you're here for something more. So I work with people who want to earn money. Money is important. Money gives you experiences, money gives you freedom. But I work with people who want to then use that money to make the world a much better place. And I am a spiritual intuitive coach who absolutely loves to guide rising spiritual goddesses to show them how to feel their way through life using their intuition. So if you need angel guidance, intuition, and spiritual magic in your life, then I am your guide. So because once you're at the stage where you're guided by your own intuition, the angels, and also spirit, once you're at the stage where you let them in, once you're at the stage where you can hear their messages and act on that information without fear, you get to the stage where you know without a shadow of a doubt where anything is possible for you. And in truth, the universe is limitlessly abundant. That means that there are absolutely no limits. You can have millions upon millions of dollars, pounds, whatever currency you're in, like flooding into your bank account every single day. The only reason why that doesn't happen is because something in here is stopping that happening. And I also want you to know you can be and absolutely have anything you want in your life. You just have to start with the desire and the knowing. And my life purpose then is to empower people who came to change the world, and allow them the space and to give them the tools in order to shine their light really, really brightly, so that they can go on and do the same for others. And I am creating light leaders in the world. See, you can absolutely have it all. You can have anything you want in the world, but it's your mindset that's stopping you right now. It's your lack of connection with your intuition, which is stopping you from just feeling your way for the answer. It's your lack of connection with the angels and the guides, which is stopping you from just being so guided, so beautifully, so effortlessly. I can't say that word, effortlessly, through your life. It's allowing that feeling of fear to guide you instead of making really rash decisions based on fear, rather than making decisions which are based on pure love and opportunity. I see a lot of women and speak to a lot of people who have a scarcity mindset and truly don't understand that they can have everything, they can have it all. And they get to the stage where they have this thinking, well, if I do that, I have to sacrifice this. And that's a human error, that's a human issue. And so, if I build my business, that means I will have to sacrifice time with my family. my sanity, etc., etc. So what happens is the mind puts up a block around those things that you want. So, if you're wanting to build your business, but you have a scarcity mindset, it will put up a block there because it will block you from making those things that you want truly possible. Because the role, the function, the purpose of the mind is literally to keep you firstly alive and then to keep you safe. It doesn't want for you to be better than anyone else either. As when you are, the mind will create a scenario that you will be ridiculed by your friends and family for being so different. So the mind keeps you playing safe and the mind keeps you playing small. As the mind literally just wants to keep you alive, that's its job. So this is why it's super, super, super important to work with external forces such as the angelic realm, the spirit guides, spirit, and also connecting to your higher self. As along with your intuition, you can also bypass any of the really, really stupid restrictions and rules which your mind literally will try and place upon you. So hopefully this makes sense so far. If it doesn't, then it's probably not the video for you. So switch off if it doesn't. So how can I help you through this process? So the program Awaken the Goddess Within essentially works. And there are essentially 3 different tiers to this program. The first tier is where we look at the common limiting beliefs which are holding you back from achieving more from your own life. And for the majority of people, these are locked within your mind so tightly that you may not even be aware of them consciously. The awareness that you have of these things that manifest, that are holding you back, are how they manifest into your reality. So things like sabotaging your success, not having healthy boundaries, so saying yes all the time to things that you don't want, people you don't want, not feeling worthy for more, that's a big one. Not picking healthy relationships because deep down inside somewhere you feel like you aren't lovable or worthy of more. And so if you do not work on these limiting beliefs, it does not matter how successful or how much money you make, you will still have a need to fulfill that void or emptiness you feel in other ways. And I see this a lot. I work with 6, 7, 8-figure earners who get to the top of the mountain, metaphorically speaking, earning a lot of money, yet they can't take the time off because they feel so guilty. They can't connect with their family because they feel like they might lose it all. They may go back to day one where they had nothing, and that's a real fear for serious entrepreneurs. And another thing you might believe is that you don't deserve to keep the money. All these limited beliefs need to be cleared before you actually start manifesting the money in your reality. And so when you manifest the money, you may not even believe that you're worthy of it. You won't believe that you should be able to enjoy it and spend it. I've seen that on countless occasions. And who are you to have all this comfort when there are other people suffering right around you? And so to start with, you have to heal that relationship with yourself. You have to believe that you truly deserve to be happy. So you believe that you deserve to have all of the things that you want in life. So you believe that you can live your most fulfilled life, that you have the confidence to share your message, your gifts, your light to the world. And so in doing that, you help others do the same. And you do that unashamedly so, without guilt, without resentment, without fear. And so I want you to know right now that there are people out there absolutely waiting for you. They're waiting to hear your voice. They're waiting to hear the unique way that you can communicate with them, your unique perspective on things. They're waiting just to connect with what you've been through, your story. And they've been sat waiting patiently for you to appear and manifest into their lives, probably their whole life. And so that's the first tier. The second tier is We need to guide you through how to trust your own inner voice and guidance. And this is your intuition. This is the most accurate tool you are going to use in order to map out where you are going to have that dream life. Because if you can't trust your own guidance and you just absolutely know when something feels right so you can follow it, then you will be stuck in this looping pattern that goes round and round and round, making the same bad choices on repeat, kind of like a Groundhog Day. And if you can't learn how to trust the process and surrender everything you know over to the universe, then you'll always be sat in the same place your whole life. And that is one of the biggest fears of every human being, is the feeling of regret. And so the universe is so abundant and it can literally provide you with everything you desire, but you get so hung up on how it is all going to unfold and happen for you, that you literally just block and bolt that front door. You let nothing in. So the only thing stopping the abundance from coming to you is you. So it's really, really super important to learn firstly how to ask, and then how to surrender, how to let it go, and just learn how to have fun and to play and to get into a really light stage and focus with the universe, where you literally just let the how go and you just appreciate what's happening. And so, because when our vibration is on the level of fun, we also attract so many more things into our lives anyway. Like it's insane. And so that's the second tier. The third tier is showing you how to connect to your spirit guides and how to firstly ask for what it is that you want and what you desire in your own life. But then secondly, how to listen and how to follow and how to know whether it feels right for you. And so usually when you get that feeling it feels right, you can follow it. But you don't just ask for something and then it turns up without taking the right action. I see this a lot. Without taking inspired action to take you one step closer to your goals. And so how do we do this? So the way that I do this is through online classes. I'm teaching this class live once. So because I'm an open channel of spirit, almost everything that I share with you, when I'm speaking to you, when I'm giving messages, when I'm doing my live readings for you, is channeled straight from spirit and is heaven sent. And so the Awaken the Goddess Within program is a 14-day online group class. We meet up online for 14 days, and you will also get a 30-minute breakthrough session with me included. This will be where I will smash through your biggest blockage and limiting belief in just one session. I've done these live in the group and they have given people the most amazing transformations just within like 20 minutes. I've seen it. It's absolutely incredible. And also what you're going to get is one group session with Jen, who is based in the Netherlands. She's absolutely amazing what she does. She is absolutely incredible at locating any limiting beliefs that you have locked deep within your subconscious. So you don't necessarily even need to be consciously aware of them. Often those limited beliefs are locked away so securely and so tightly that you won't even realize they're there. And trust me when I say that her work is absolutely mind-blowing. I've worked with Jen personally and she is absolutely brilliant at what she does. So what we're not talking about here, I want to be clear on this, is we're not talking about working 60 plus hours a week on this stuff. I am not all for the hustle. I am not buying into any of that stuff. We're not talking about chasing people to get the answers and the dream life that you want, or getting into situations which are so uncomfortable that they make you feel physically sick. I'm sure you've had situations like that before, where you've been asked to do something by a coach and it's just like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So what we're going to show you is how to live a life which is true to you. And this is going to be absolutely personal for every single one of you. And it's going to be aligned to you to give you all the tools that you need so you can develop your own internal compass and coach within you, so that you develop your connection to spirit, so that you always feel surrounded by love and you always feel guided through your life. So as well as the daily live videos, you will also get access to a private Facebook group and with the other members of the program as well. Because I find, especially with the masterminds and the programs that I've been in, that there's truly something really magical and unique about bringing people together on the same soul mission as you. And so there's also going to be a VIP option as well, because I appreciate that you may need some extra hand holding. And there's also going to be 3 times one-on-one sessions with me, which are going to be 30 minutes long, where I will literally channel messages for you from your guides, angels, and whoever wants to step forward to reassure you and guide you that you are on the right track. So if you're one of those people who really, really love to work hand in hand with somebody, then you will find that really, really useful. So that's a VIP option. These sessions are going to be so laser focused, and they're going to be really focused on you. You know, this is going to be so unique and personal to you, not anybody else. It's going to be you. What do you want? And so prices, I like to be transparent about my prices. And I was thinking about this. I wasn't going to tell you the prices on this video just because they're probably going to be changing. Well, they are going to be changing. Like Spirit's just told me they are going to be changing. So after the initial launch period, the price of this is probably going to go up in March. I'm forever guided by Spirit, and if Spirit tell me the time is right for me to rise my prices and grow, then that is what I do. And they'll probably rise again as well later on in the year. So if you would like to know what the current prices are, please reach out and I will share that information with you. So ballpark right now. So I know there's going to be a few people who are asking, well, how much is it going to cost? I don't want to ask the question. So ballpark right now, the investment for the 14-day course is going to be $666 US, which includes everything I spoke about before. The VIP option is going to be $1,111,000 US. Sorry, put my teeth in. However, I can offer payment plans because one, I don't have absolutely any scarcity issues around money. And this is really important for me to say because I am not dependent on you paying this money to work with me. Like, I am absolutely happy, secure in every single way with what I have. And two, I know that the money and the people who want to work with me will absolutely find any way that they need to do that. And so I have very, very affordable payment plans, as I want this course to be absolutely accessible to as many of you as possible. So this is entirely possible for you. If you have any questions about any of this, and if you're just excited, if you watch this video and you want to know more, then please send me a message. I would absolutely love to chat to you. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really look forward to connecting with you, and I wish you a good day. Thank you. Bye.